Hey you guys, welcome back to another video of the Game Fact. In this video we'll be looking at more Xbox news. So before we jump right into it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content so you don't miss out on any further updates on the Xbox community and other brands as well. So please drop a like and subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. So let's talk about the story. Xbox head Phil Spencer has complimented PlayStation's DualSense controller and suggested that it might inspire Microsoft to add feature to its own controller. So coming from the last gen, Microsoft did not really make a lot of updates to the controller except that we got a share button, that's it. But the controller did not really need any change because it already has a 30 build. It's a well-built controller and it's very comfortable in your hands. So they just had this policy, if it's not broken, do not fix it, right? But PlayStation did the complete opposite thing. They introduced a DualSense controller, which is like the successor of the DualShock 4, and they completely changed the look and feel of the controller. They added the adaptive triggers, the haptic feedbacks and whatnot, and these are the next gen features fans are actually dying for. So in this article, he talks about the changes that they might make in the Xbox controller. So let's jump right into it. Speaking as part of the latest kind of funny game cast, Spencer said that Xbox probably wouldn't release any major bespoke accessories such as VR headsets in the near future, but suggested that an updated controller was far more likely to happen. That's right. So Xbox obviously is not interested in the VR or AR space right now like PlayStation is. They have the PlayStation virtual reality or something like that, right? So and they have their own Move controllers and whatnot. So Xbox just wants to see what they can do with the controller, seeing that what PlayStation has done, and they're quite impressed with the controller, and everyone is, right? It's a good controller, but the problem with the PlayStation controller is that you cannot game on it for a longer duration because it is like a completely different design and your hands start paining after a while. But it's still worth the next gen features that you get, such as the adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, which is kind of awesome. Let's talk about what he said. We're definitely thinking about different kinds of devices that can bring more games to places. There's probably some work that we'll do on the controller. I think Sony has done a fantastic job with their controller, and we kind of look at some of that. I think there are things that we should go and do, but we're probably not in more bespoke accessories place right now. He added, we just look at what happens on Windows and other places and see if there's a unique opportunity for us. Right now I don't think there's anything that's obvious to me. So then if they update the controller, they're not just gonna do it for the Xbox console, they will do it for the whole ecosystem, whether you're gaming on your phone, you're gaming on your PC and whatnot. They want to make a universal controller for the ecosystem which complements everything, right? So that's what they're looking forward to. They just don't want to make something for the console, but they want to make something for the whole ecosystem, which is kind of awesome, right? So earlier this year, Microsoft used a customer experience survey to ask Xbox Series X and S owners if they would like to see any PlayStation controller features made available for its consoles. I mean, isn't that obvious? Xbox, we would love to have haptics and adaptive triggers. That's going to be something very awesome and neat to have in our consoles. And I think we have the hardware and everything to do it as well. So let's just get it done and give us an updated controller, right? I'm very excited for this if they actually go on and do it. So, but I don't think we're going to see anything for at least 1 or 2 years. But with the Xbox Design Lab back and so many other things happening in the Xbox community, it's awesome, right? Like you can make your own controller now. You can design it the way you love. Like it's just breathtaking. So asked specifically about the likelihood of Xbox getting into VR or AR space with its own peripherals, Spencer's told kind of funny this was not really something it was planning. So sorry guys, if you are into VR or AR games, you probably wouldn't be getting anything anytime soon because they are not focused over there. So let's move on to what he said. So when I look at a scenario like that, I think of xCloud, I think of Xbox Live community, I think of other things of how could we bring content to a screen like that. Whether we do something like through first party or third party partnerships is kind of a second step to do. We think the games that we currently have that we are able to run on our platform would work there. So speaking in February 2020 ahead of the launch of Xbox Series X and S, Spencer stated that Microsoft had no plans to support VR devices with the console. Months to prior, the exec attracted criticism with comments that he made about virtual reality, which some perceived as being dismissive of the technology. He called VR a relatively niche and isolating format that doesn't fit with his vision of gaming as a communal pastime. The Xbox had later clarified his comments, stating that he loves that game industry is pioneering in different fields, while noting that VR is not just a focus. VR is a very small niche. I mean, there are people who game on the Oculus headset, right? And I've personally tried Oculus. It's amazing, but it's not for everyone, right? It's for a particular niche, and AR and VR is still developing. It still hasn't reached its potential yet. Maybe in the next 10 years, maybe we'll see VR gaming being more common, right? But right now it's not just the thing, right? I would still prefer to game on a controller and a monitor screen. So what do you guys think about this? Do let me know down in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And this was Game Factor. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.